Hearing from one of our colleagues who's saying she's in Playa del Rey and she felt this earthquake. Here we have the earthquake graphic here that shows where this hit, how strongly it was felt. We're in West LA, and for us it was really strong. Alex and I both, Alex is from Los Angeles. I've been here a long time, and that one was felt like a big, hard jolt.
So the initial information, and again, this just happened and we're trying to get all this confirmed, was a 3.4 earthquake in El Segundo, which makes sense because we're very close to El Segundo, and what you know about earthquakes is the closer you are to an earthquake fault, or the epicenter of an earthquake, you get that strong, sudden jolt. The farther away you are from it, it's more of a rolling motion. That can go for longer. So the fact that it was such a jolt for us here on the west side of Los Angeles near El Segundo gives you an indication that that is probably the case. We're seeing lots of people already writing in social media, people in areas like Beverly Hills and Santa Monica, other places near where we are, that also felt that pretty strong as well.
The USGS confirming that earthquake, 3.4 out of El Segundo. Our reporter Phil Schuman is downtown LA covering the Britney Spears story. He's texting us he didn't feel a thing. So I guess it depends where you're at, and if you're in the counties, say San Bernardino, Riverside, you might be thinking, what earthquake are you talking about? Well, El Segundo, not too far here from West LA. And we're in this building too where you have a lot of equipment, we have a lot of lights, we have a lot of metal, so when a quake hits, we really hear it, and we really do can feel it if it's, you know, as close as it is to us.
So some of the folks are writing into me on Twitter, and thank you, at Alex_Michelson. People, Jolt in Culver City, Marina Del Rey, felt it in Sherman Oaks, I guess. Santa Monica felt like a rumble and then a big boom. West Adams, somebody felt it in Palms. So all of these areas that are sort of west side or so, West Hollywood, people are able to feel it. Hal Eisner is in our newsroom, and Hal, what did it feel like for you?
I think the people in the newsroom made more noise running under the desk and around the room than I heard the jolt. But it shocked everybody in here. It was so quick. Oftentimes these things are kind of a slip slide thing where two blocks of earth kind of under the ground push past each other. As Alex pointed out, and I think quite accurately, the closer you are to these things, it feels more like a jolt. The further away, it becomes more of a roll. And that was a pretty good indication that whatever that was right near us. Now that we're hearing from the USGS that it was a 3.2 in the area of El Segundo, the question now is how deep was it and what exactly, you know, occurred there? You know, was it off the coast? Was it under the land? There's still stuff to be determined. And you know, Erica pointed out this notion of a foreshock. And I think we always think about that because when a quake happens, it can be an indication of a bigger quake to come. Dr. Lucy Jones has told us that for years. You know, I think it's a 5% chance over a 24-hour period, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's 10%.
10%. Yeah. So, I mean, the bottom line is now we kind of look forward to see if this was a one-off or if this is something that's a lead-up.
Hal?
So, you know,
We have some information here from the U.S. Geological Survey that this 3.4 magnitude quake was centered 2.5 miles northwest of El Segundo and 2.6 miles southwest of Inglewood. Our Kevin Takumi sent me a little map here of where he thinks the epicenter is, and it's near LAX. It is north of LAX. Think of where the In-N-Out Burger is. Ooh. So imagine the people who are at LAX.
Just came here?
Right, and they hear about, you know, visitors to California hear about this earthquake country, how strongly it must have been felt there, because we're here in West LA, and for us it was, that felt like a strong one for us.
Well, and here is the good news. Assuming that what Hal just talked about isn't true, that this is not a foreshock to something bigger, let's hope that it's not. 3.4 magnitude is not big enough to cause any real damage or injuries. It is certainly something to wake you up and remind you that you live in earthquake country. But the good news is it is just a reminder of that and not something where we will see a lot of chaos or problems like we would see for a 7 or a 7.5, something that would really be deadly in Southern California.
Hal, why don't you bring the calm here for us? for us, please, because we're here on set and we feel this jolt, and it's so good to hear that it was, quote, just a 3.4 magnitude quake. Hal?
Yeah, and I think the bottom line is that, and the folks at USGS and also at Caltech, and that they would tell you, use this as a wake-up call. Use this as an opportunity to check your earthquake supplies. Do you have, blankets, pillows, and flashlights in the back of your car? Do you have the things you need in the house, particularly batteries and flashlights, to get you around if the power goes out? 3 days of water. There's a whole list of things that are very important to be able to have in your supply kit. And I know, Chris, you keep one up in your office, but I think it's very important for everybody who lives in a place we call earthquake country to have the kinds of supplies that you need in case we had a really bad earthquake. Again, we hope this isn't a foreshock. It's always a possibility, but at this point, it's a jolt. It's a jolt not far from our studios here in West Los Angeles, which is why people in here started running and ducking under desks and thought, this was a pretty powerful piece of business.
Yeah, and all news is local, because I'm hearing from some of our viewers in Seal Beach who said they didn't feel anything. People in Calabasas felt nothing from this. So, it depends, not in the San Gabriel Valley and Whittier area, so it depends, again, on where you are. That would be expected on an earthquake of this size. Some of those larger earthquakes, the 6s, the 7s, those are felt over a much, much larger area. Interesting that Dr. Lucy Jones, our sort of foremost earthquake expert, the person we turn to in things like this, already had an event scheduled for tomorrow with the LA Times entitled How to Survive the Big One. And yet another reminder that it is good to do what Christine always talks about, which is to be prepared, which I always say I'm going to do and never really do.
Well, I keep saying I'm going to get you an earthquake kit for Christmas, right?
Yes.
That's going to be your holiday gift or birthday gift, because we all should have something, because you never know, are you going to be at work? Are you going to be in your car? Are you going to be at home? So I've got these little kits everywhere, and you can get these small kits at one of your local hardware stores that has just basic supplies to get you through a couple days if for some reason you can't get to a safe location with all your needs.
Yeah, viewer Joseph Fennedy wrote in a good comment. Venice felt like a Six Flags ride, a total drop, intense. It did kind of feel like you were on some sort of roller coaster here.
And for those of you who are not in this West LA area, we understand if you're tweeting us, nope, didn't feel a thing in Baldwin Park, nothing felt in Redlands. We understand we're right here, not too far from El Segundo.
All right.